How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. You are not ready for this Bitcoin God candle, the banana zone. It's coming. We have Bitcoin hitting $76,000 here today in price discovery. We are at new all-time highs, and not like by a couple $100, by a few $1,000s. And we have lots of good stuff coming. I want to talk about everything that's coming and all the good news and all the bullish indicators that are flashing right now. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one. Also, if you want to trade crypto, there's a link to Margex underneath the video where you can start trading cryptocurrency. You can see, based on these lines, I've been doing some trading, right? We're up a significant amount, a couple positions up 550%, 128%. The position we opened up yesterday up 200%. If you want to trade, there's a link to this underneath the video. You can use all different forms of collateral. So for example, you can trade Bitcoin with Bitcoin. You can trade Bitcoin with USDC. You can trade Bitcoin with Caspa. You can do all different kinds of things on here that other exchanges don't allow. And if you want to trade a bunch of altcoins, because I think altcoins are going to do extremely well, there's a link to BTCC. I think it's important to have multiple exchanges set up so that way you can be ready to trade at any moment, because you never know when one exchange is going to go down. So it's important to have multiple exchanges set up for this very reason, and you can trade hundreds and hundreds of altcoins here. So check this out underneath the video too. I like both of them a lot. Let's start here. Just Bitcoin, $76,000. Very bullish chart, higher highs, higher lows, breaking the all-time high, strategic reserves, the whole market blowing up today. Let's just start here. You know what? I think maybe we need to do a live here soon, a live video, because I think it'd be fun to talk with everyone. But look at this. This is IBIT, 2 billion in trading volume as of 11 a.m. Eastern time today. This is a ton of trading volume for them. By the end of the day, actually, I have it pulled up here somewhere. They did about $4 billion in volume by the end of the day, up 10%. We also had huge moves from the rest of the market, like this. The whole U.S. stock market added $1.28 trillion today. Microsoft up 2%, Google up 4%, Amazon 3%, Tesla 15%. 15%. They added what? $130 billion to the market cap today. Nearing $300. We broke out of some resistance here too. Over the last 1 year, they have not been this high before. They kept on getting rejected in between 260 and 270 3 different times. So yeah, it's nice to see a little breakout on Tesla. Keep in mind, we do have the Fed meeting tomorrow. Right now, the Fed rate monitor tool is indicating that we're going to get a 25 basis point cut, 95% chance of that. You can see here that we're expecting another 25 basis point cut in December. And if we go to January, we are expecting it to hold, 53% chance of holding. So we are expecting a couple more cuts this year. The markets are loving this, though. If we can keep inflation low, if we can see some cuts, the stock market is not coming back down anytime soon. At least no significant drops. There are talks of tax cuts too. There were a lot of bullish catalysts for the markets, but then also there are some negative catalysts taken away from Kamala not becoming president, like the tax on unrealized gains. That would be very detrimental to the equities markets. Let's actually listen to Mike Novogratz, and I have a lot more information to talk about within crypto and the banana zone and God candles, etc.
We should also mention that crypto prices, they are surging right now. This after Donald Trump's electoral victory. You're looking at Bitcoin at $73,000, almost $74,000 this morning. At one point it was, I think, even marginally higher. Want to bring in Galaxy founder and CEO Mike Novogratz. Mike, I believe that you were supporting the other candidate, but I'm curious, as you see these markets moving the way they are, what your reaction is.
Listen, it was a great night for the crypto industry, right? And if you listen to your last guest, Donald Trump, that keeps his promises. If you go back to the speech he made at Nashville to the crypto community, his agenda is very pro-crypto. J.D. Vance is pro-crypto, Peter Thiel, Howard Lutnick, Kennedy. He surrounded himself by people that believe in the industry, care.
Okay, yeah, right there he named 3 or 4 people that have bought Bitcoin. If you didn't know, Vance, the future vice president, owns crypto. I believe he owns, it says $250,000 to $500,000 worth of Bitcoin. Elon obviously owns Bitcoin for a couple of his different companies and other cryptos as well. There were a couple other people named there too, but let's continue on. Peter Thiel, I think, is in crypto as well.
About the industry. I mean, the crypto community showed up, right? There are now over 240 congressmen who, the crypto PAC thought were pro-crypto. And so we've got a Congress that is moving our way. We've got a president that's moving our way. And so for Galaxy, for the crypto industry, I couldn't be more optimistic.
And in terms of your optimism, it relates to the way this is going to be regulated, because now you have a bet going that there will be a Bitcoin reserve for the country. I mean, sort of
listen, I'm not sure we end up
play
getting
out the permutations here.
I think the biggest thing is the OCC, the FDIC, the SEC, the regulatory chairs getting direction from a president and a secretary of treasury that says, hey, we want to lead in this industry.
Okay, I could keep on playing, but I think he made a couple good points there. Keep in mind, too, there already is a super PAC raising money for the 2026 midterm elections. Like, this is a crypto lobbying group, essentially, with almost $100 million to try to get people more pro-Bitcoin. And right now, too, I haven't even shown this. Right now on Coinbase, the price of USDT is over $1. No big deal. This happens. It fluctuates a little bit, but this is the first time in a while that I remember it being, it's 1.0009, which again doesn't sound like much, but it was higher than this earlier. It was 1.0018. And it's been spiking up throughout the day. Actually, let me just pull this up for you. I just want to make sure that I don't show anything that I shouldn't. But yeah, let's show this. Look at this. Bitcoin, or USDT, just on a relentless tear throughout the day. Now, this is versus the US dollar. What does this mean exactly? Like, as you can see here, it is moving up pretty significantly from its normal path. This means that people are getting out of US dollars and getting into USDT. That's what this is. It's the USDT USD chart. So people are like, how do I get into all the different places I need to position in? I need USDT, so I'm going to load USD onto this platform, buy USDT with it, move it wherever I need to go, and then buy these cryptos. And you can see that in another way too, not just the premium going up, but let's take a look. Where is it? Here, $2 billion printed at the Tether treasury. Like, this is the kind of stuff where, okay, this will get you more excited for altcoins. This gets you more excited for DeFi. This gets you more excited for Bitcoin in general. Like, this is the crazy stuff that these are the people that are getting ready to do maybe some more degen stuff. But the green wave is coming. The green as in money. The orange wave is coming. The Bitcoin wave is coming. Take a look at this. Senator Cynthia Lummis says, we are going to build a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Let's see how many views this has so far. 3 million views over 4 hours. The other thing that's interesting about this, I've noticed this before, not with politicians, but with businesses. If you are pro Bitcoin and let's say you put some of your treasury in Bitcoin, you get a lot of people looking at you. You get a lot of eyeballs. And I don't know if you know this, but obviously, like, attention is money these days. So Senator Cynthia Lummis talking about Bitcoin is naturally making her worth more. Like, even if you can't put it on paper, she's becoming wealthier. Her thoughts are worth more to a lot of people. What she can do for the crypto industry is very important. And yeah, she has 123,000 followers. I wonder how many other senators have that, right? Probably not many. 3 million views in 4 hours from a senator. They are going to build a strategic reserve. The other thing that hit me today is there's so many people that have no idea that Trump likes Bitcoin, right? Like, how many people actually know in real life that Trump spoke at the Bitcoin conference and is pro-Bitcoin and is talking about strategic reserve of Bitcoin? How do they understand what that means? They don't. But there are going to be a lot of people that come into the market once it starts pumping up and then watching these videos and they see, oh, the US government is going to be buying Bitcoin. That's nuts. I should buy some Bitcoin. They're going to be buying at 80, 90, 100, 500, a million, 10 million, whatever it is. But they're going to be buying all the way up. And they're not seeing it now. We don't have a ton of new retail interest, but that is coming at some point. So yeah, we have Bitcoin doing well. We have ETFs probably buying a lot. I might be making another video later tonight on what IBIT did today. But yeah, over $4.2 billion of price volume, which is nuts, especially for a new ETF. Strategic reserve of Bitcoin being built. Keep in mind what this means. For the first time ever, the government will not openly be hostile to digital assets. It's likely that banks will be able to custody Bitcoin. Remember, that means that companies will be able to buy Bitcoin a lot easier. Gary Gensler is gone. DeFi and crypto projects are innovation is in. Bitcoin can take center stage. The unrealized gains tax is dead. Tax rates are going lower, not higher. We'll probably see in-kind ETFs where you can switch from Bitcoin to ETFs easily without paying taxes. The US will implement a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Other nations will follow suit. That is crazy to think about. Where is it? There was someone that was talking about that. Dylan LeClaire says you have approximately 3 months until the U.S. government puts into law active accumulation of Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. Other sovereigns will be discreetly front-running. Keep in mind, we don't have to wait 3 months. There will be people trying to buy ahead of that. There will be sovereign funds trying to buy ahead of that. There will be ETFs, hedge funds. Everyone's going to try to buy before the big buyer. Individual states will start their own Bitcoin reserves. Pension funds and other institutions will quickly get on board. TradFi will view as a coast clear from advisor allocation. The average high net worth individual will have 3 to 5% Bitcoin. Interest rates will be shorter or smaller, will go down. The general soft economy and Doge cuts will keep inflation in check. Okay. Now, what we've seen recently, is not out of the ordinary for the bull runs. Keep in mind, every bull run has a narrative. So in the last cycle, it was massive companies buying, billion-dollar companies. That was very exciting. Keep in mind, Tesla started buying Bitcoin. MicroStrategy started buying Bitcoin. This was mind-blowing to a lot of people. The cycle before that, a ton of individuals heard about Bitcoin for the first time in 2017, right? Each cycle, there's this narrative. Right now, strategic reserve and institutions, hedge funds buying. This becoming like a asset that's well respected. You can see here, we're still just at the normal pace for a bull market. We still have a lot further to go. Based on the last bull market, that puts us around 300,000, 400,000. Based on the bull market before that, you're looking at $1 million plus. I'm not saying we're going to get there. I'm just saying based on those previous markets, that's where we're at. Now, keep in mind, the market looks awesome right now. Things can change. Things can change. Let me just give you the dose of reality. Politicians don't always do what they say they're going to do. Okay? So maybe he comes out, maybe Trump comes out and says, or just doesn't say anything, right? Doesn't make any plan. That's possible. Is it likely? I wouldn't say it's likely, but it's possible, right? With that in mind, even if he didn't say anything, there would still be a lot of people trying to front run them trying to buy Bitcoin. Or maybe they just hold Bitcoin, because I have not heard Trump actually say that they were going to actively accumulate. Lummis has said that they're going to buy Bitcoin. And she said there is a plan to buy, I think it was $1 million Bitcoin, 200,000 Bitcoin a year for 5 years. There have been other plans that have been laid out that buy a lot more Bitcoin from like RFK, but there are plans out there, but I have not heard Trump literally say that they were going to buy. He's talked about a strategic reserve and not selling. So there are some differences there. We'll have to get a more direct plan or a more specific plan at some point in the future. Also, anything can happen short term. Someone can say, well, we're going to take profits, and then they sell 50,000 Bitcoin, like a Germany situation. So just, keep that in the back of your mind. You don't want to get endlessly bullish. Like, yes, be very bullish right now. It makes sense to be bullish, but keep in the back of your mind that we can fall down, because then you won't be surprised if it happens. And there is a chance that it happens, right? Maybe tomorrow Jerome Powell wants to throw cold water on everyone. Could happen, right? Now, I think we're still looking very bullish, right? This setup, I think, is extremely bullish technically. That's why I have so many open trades and so much leverage that I'm using. I also have big spot positions. I've not sold any of my spot bag, and I've been riding it from the bear market. Since before the bear market, I've been riding it from 2020 and accumulated throughout the entire bear market. Now, I will take profits. To be clear, I'm going to be relentlessly taking profits this bull market. I know some people don't want to do that. That's fine. Some people will make fun of me. That's fine. But yeah, I generally feel like you should do the opposite of what you feel like doing. So when the market gets really greedy, I'm going to be taking profits. So I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm telling you now. I've told you before, but I will be taking profits. I'm not at that point yet. I'm going to do it, though. I don't want to say fairly soon, but I will do it fairly soon. I'll be scaling out some positions, some riskier positions. And yeah, I'm going to do it too soon. I'm going to do it too late. I'm going to do it all in between. I'm going to be scaling out for a while out of the market. Now, I've done videos on that before. If you want to check those out, you can check them out on the channel. But I am still extremely bullish. Everyone's situation is different, but I think we're going up from here. I'm really curious to see where BlackRock comes in on the day. I would not be surprised to see them just have a huge inflow. That would not surprise me at all. I would bet on that, essentially. Let me know your thoughts, though. If you want to trade this market, you can see Bitcoin doing well, but alts are doing extremely well as well. Like, what's Solana up? 12.7% for the day. What's Doge up? Doge is up 15% for the day. Almost at 20 cents, too. If you want to trade up to 250x, there's that link to BTCC. If you want to trade with different forms of collateral, there's the link to Margex. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Check out all the links underneath, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.